Welcome to our audio explanation, Google and the GDPR, a balancing act. Today, we delve deep into a topic that affects us all daily: data protection, especially in the context of our use of Google's services. We will illuminate how Google must reconcile its business model with European data protection law and where the challenges lie. What does data protection actually mean in everyday life? Often we don't immediately think about it, but data protection plays a role in many situations. Imagine you are using a fitness app. This app asks for very personal information such as location data and health values. For instance, your pulse or sleep cycles. Here, it's about protecting your privacy, your physical condition, and your habits. From what? From misuse of this data, for example, by employers or insurance companies, and the creation of detailed movement profiles. Master data such as name, age, and gender are also affected. Or think of the online shop that sends you unsolicited advertising. Here, it's about your right to informational self-determination and control over your own data. You are protected from spam, unwanted influence, and the creation of purchase profiles without your permission. Affected here are often your name, email address, and purchase history. So here's a third case. Someone asks you for a friend's phone number. In this situation, you yourself are actually responsible for protecting another person's data. Here, the friend's privacy is protected. Protected from what, you might ask? Well, from unwanted calls or harassment, since you really don't know what the inquiring person intends to do with the number. Personal data, such as the friend's name and phone number, are definitely relevant here. In summary, data protection means having control over our personal information and deciding for ourselves who knows what about us and for what purpose this information may be used. It's about protecting our privacy in both digital and analog life from misuse, manipulation, and unwanted surveillance, and it also means acting responsibly with the data of friends and family. Now let's turn to the great balancing act. Is Google in equilibrium? There are arguments that speak for Google's data protection practices. For one, Google provides free and innovative services that are honestly useful for everyone. The company also invests massively in strong IT security to protect user accounts, for example, through two-factor authentication. Plus, Google offers advanced data tools and detailed dashboards for managing one's own data. On the other hand, there are arguments that speak against Google's data protection practices. Google's business model of maximum data utilization, well, it conflicts with the principles of the GDPR. Despite existing tools, real control is often difficult for laypersons to achieve, indicating a lack of transparency. And often, data protection unfriendly settings are the default, meaning there is no privacy by default. Let's take a look into Google's data universe. Every service we use is a data point. So with Google Search, your search queries, click history, and even your derived interests are collected. If you're using Android, Google gathers things like your device IDs, installed apps, and system activity. On YouTube, it's your watched videos, likes, comments, and how long you watch each video that gets stored. Google Maps keeps a record of your location history, the places you visit, your routes, and even your home and work addresses. With Gmail, both the content of your emails processed by machines, your contacts, and any attachments are handled. And in the Chrome browser, as long as you've activated synchronization, your browsing history, cookies, and login data are collected as well. All this leads us to the 7 principles of the GDPR. These are not just recommendations. They're actually legally binding rules that form the foundation for the lawful handling of personal data. Violations can have drastic financial consequences, as those high multi-million euro fines really show. It's crucial to understand and apply these principles. So what could a better future look like? Well, there are various solutions to help improve the balance between innovation and privacy. At the technical and design level, The most data protection-friendly settings really should always be the default. This is known as the principle of privacy by default. Users ought to actively agree with an opt-in, instead of having to decline or opt out. Legally and regulatorily, stricter supervision by authorities and simpler standardized data protection declarations, maybe even in the form of a traffic light system, could boost transparency. And for us as users, more education and media literacy are absolutely crucial. Only then can we confidently use the tools provided and make it a habit to regularly check our own settings. We hope this summary has helped you better understand the permanent balancing act between Google's services and data protection. Thank you for listening.